History is truly at a turning point.
The British government has unveiled a new vaccine research facility where scientists are working to prevent future pandemics. It's located at Porton Down, a high-security research facility.
To be specific, COVID-19.
Every single one of us in this country should be out fighting.
Central bank digital currencies, CBDCs. Central bank digital currencies could be a digital version of money.
In times of crisis, the role of governments is more important.
Is the consortium of municipalities that have signed on to the 15-minute city plan.
A project has been launched offering people cryptocurrency in exchange for a scan of their eyeballs.
Free fries when you get vaccinated.
And you can't even talk about this stuff without sounding like a raving conspiratorialist, but
the sharing of biased and false news has become all too common on social media.
But
we are concerned about trouble and trending irresponsible, one-sided news stories plaguing our country.
This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
It's simply not true.
We become totally unhinged if Donald Trump is not elected in November.
But there's also a burger element to this.
Vaccines are the largest growing division of the pharmaceutical industry. What we're asking is for them to take a loss for the good of our children.
It's self-evident that we hold our signs up, they relate to them, they toot their horns, and people around them hear that and they toot their horns. So this is about infusing the nation with confidence to stand up for what they believe.
So, give us a tour.
Tour, right.
It's good.
Tour. This pipping my daily drive, just to try and educate people that we really need to keep cash alive and not to lose it.
Yeah.
Because it's all about control. It's just another one of their things about control. So.
Yeah.
The bendy bike.
The bendy bike.
Which I'll have you on in a bit. It's absolutely fantastic. Excellent. Nice. That's it. That's it.
It's so silly. Got to show us how it's done. You did it better than me.
Years of practice.
Years of practice.
I made it for my son Reese, but he didn't want it. So I ride it around all the time.
How come he didn't want it?
I don't know. He thought it'd look ridiculous on it. And we've got the storage unit, but also in the very deepest, darkest corner over there is a bit of food, just in case we go short anytime.
Yeah.
You know, it's just basics, a lot of rice, a lot of pasta, a few sauces. In the event of a disaster or something like that, we've got a bit of food to fall back on.
Yeah.
You know, and feed my friends, feed my neighbours.
A bit of French jam as well.
Oh, French jam. It's got to be. It's the law. Welcome to the kitchen.
It's a bit of a
hand-painted kitchen.
An exotic kitchen.
I've got to go and lock some trees.
It's so random. Where did you get it from? Rebels on Roundabouts.
Rebelsonroundabouts.com.
.com. What is the purpose of it?
What is the purpose? It's a meeting point for like-minded people. That's what it started off as.
Right.
Because we were sick of going in pubs, told to go around one way, the other way, sit down, take a mask off, put a mask on, and we just wouldn't do it. It's just every Friday. It's just a meet up, as you would go to a pub, have a drink, have a chat. It was just nice. It was a social event. But then the banners started coming into it. It's just tell people what's actually happening.
Yeah.
Because they don't understand, because they're watching mainstream media. Mainstream media, unfortunately, is just propaganda to scare you. But we do keep trying to warn people against it.
Yeah.
You know, so it's ongoing. It's ongoing. I'm very, very lucky in that way. I've got 3 sisters, very, very switched on. One of which lives in Coventry, and she goes on the roundabouts, and she's very switched on about it. All my sisters, 2 of them do Reiki. It's, you know, they switched on, and none of them have been vaxxed. Justine, my partner, she finished her career as a carer. She was getting coerced to have the jab, and she didn't want it.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's ending a lot of people's careers. It's ripping people apart. It's ripping families apart. Main priority.
What's like a big one on the checklist?
To stay healthy and fit.
Stay healthy and fit.
Yeah, and that's it. And just to keep a high vibe on life. Just before the COVID hit, I was moving out to France to farm the land and live in France as I was. So, you know, then COVID struck. I couldn't be there. Had to come back. Got the very last ferry out of Brittany, and never really been able to return there properly. You've just got to stay healthy-minded. Potatoes growing in there, in my bath.
In the bath.
Cucumbers coming up there.
Cucumbers, tomatoes.
Everything's in early days. We've got a few tomatoes on there.
God, it's humid in there.
Yeah,
you feel the moisture in your face.
Feel the heat.
Wow.
It's just because I really wanted to live in France. I wanted to be self-sufficient. So I can't. So let's try and be as self-sufficient as I can.
Making it work over here, no? Yeah, I like it.
So all these things that's what my end life was supposed to be. Okay. You know, just living and farming the land, just simple life. I think it's been ongoing. The more I learn about it, I am so little educated in it. But the more you learn about it, it's a very evil, corrupt world that we're living in, and we've been living in this evil, corrupt world for a long time. It has been going on so long. Agenda 2030 is a real thing. Look it up. And it's Klaus Schwab and many others, high flyers, and they say by 2030, things will be very, very different, and they will never go back. You can't wake everyone up. They've got to realise it for themselves. Yeah. We're not trying to brainwash people. We're not trying to coerce people, as I've said. Yeah. They've just got to realise it, and they will do. But unfortunately, it's probably going to be too late. Once cash is gone, they've got total control over you with CBDC. They will monitor every payment, every move. It's happening now in China. Not allowed to go from zone to zone. If you've got a bad credit score, you don't get on the train. Yeah. It will be coming here. It sounds so far-fetched. It sounds Black Mirror, but it's coming. And there's not a lot we can do to stop it apart from getting on your roundabouts, protesting as much as you can, showing people what's coming. You know, it's just about educating people what's coming, and it's for you. Yeah. And Lucas, it's not for us. We're getting old in our lives. You know, it doesn't 10, 20 years. I'll be off this earth. You kids have got to live through this. Whatever happens in this next 6 years before 2030 is really, really important. We've got to stop it. We've got to turn it around for you. Not for us, you know, and that's how many people feel on the roundabout. They're not doing it for themselves, you know. Like I say, some people are 70 plus. They're not doing it for them. They're doing it for the children, for the grandchildren. They really want change. They want freedom, most of all, freedom. We've met some beautiful people, hundreds and thousands. You know, I've marched alongside 1 million people. Yeah. And the vibe that you get off it, because they're all caring, they've all got empathy. Yeah. They all want this madness to stop. You need to look it up, Agenda 2030. Yeah. And it's all there, it's on a big website, exactly what they're going to do.
Where's Dad in the scale of craziness? Not craziness, because I don't want to disrespect it, but this is just this is for the audience, this is my comedy. I just take the piss out of stuff. I'm not a serious person. Yeah. Oh my God, the world's going to end if you don't take action now, which is the stance that Dad has. Yeah. Whenever Dad sends me anything, I try just to ignore it. Yeah. Because I mean, politics in general, I don't pay any attention on.
I mean, it is draining. Yeah. And I don't know how he does it.
I can guarantee you, it's probably 30-40% of the stuff that he sends me that I may agree with if I actually read into it. But because it's coming from him, I won't even look at it.
The signs at the roundabout isn't bad because it exposes the drivers have to park there and they have to read them. Yeah. But when they're there in fancy dress and he's got his woman, he dresses like a woman sometimes, or they're doing like the complete wrong approach to how I would do it personally.
I tried to say that to Dad a long time ago. I was like, "Yous are all approaching this in the wrong way." Yeah. He joined a few Facebook groups. And he was just...
You spoke about that today.
Gone. And then that was it. The rest is history. It's just been like 4 years of, the system is corrupt, this, that, which, to a certain degree, there was a lot of evidence out there which made sense. We just need to accept that. People down on fucking Portwood Roundabout aren't going to change that.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, I just feel like you're throwing your fucking life away.
Yeah, no.
That's how I see it. And he uses Facebook a lot.
Yeah.
Right?
Fucking loves Facebook.
Yeah, right? Because he's looking for stuff because he feels like he's the one that needs to let everyone know how corrupt the system is, but he's not looking where this information is coming from. And that's part of the problem. That's why I don't believe a lot of the shit now, because I will not read paragraphs and paragraphs like you find on most clickbaity stuff. Do you know what I mean? Right, so what have you come to the conclusion of?
I've come to the conclusion, I mean, I think they've come together in like this weird, not weird, but this unique sense of community. There are levels to it. I'd say he's not like the furthest gone.
He's not on that scale yet, but I feel like he will be there soon. And I'm smiling about it, but I'm kind of like worried about it, because to what level is he actually going to go to?
Yeah.
What is the main message?
That you could tell the whole world if they could hear it.
Just to be to go back to nature as much as you can.
Revert to nature.
Yeah, go back to nature as much as you can.